Go ahead, lady.
Hey. Good morning, y'all. Welcome to the best thing on a Saturday morning. You guys already know it is Grown Women Gaming in the damn building, volume 198. How's everybody doing? We're doing okay. We have a special guest. And we'll get to him in a quick second, but I wanted to get the intros out the way and see what the ladies have been playing. And by the looks of the stream, I'm gonna go to the bottom. Let's go to Delilah.
Yes. Okay. So, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us this Saturday afternoon, morning, or wherever you are in the world. This week I've played quite a few games outside of my norm, which is Halo. Right now, I've played Nobody Saves the World. Crazy addictive game. Sifu, the little martial arts game on Sifu. Yeah, I copped it. And also Edge of Eternity, which is an RPG that's crazy addicting right now. It reminds me of the old school PS2, PS3 RPGs. It's like early Final Fantasy vibes, and I like the combat system too. So it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it.
2D or 3D?
It's 3D, full 3D. It's good so far. I'm liking it. You know, it's decent. The seafood joint though, the gameplay on that, oh man, it's you know, I don't like roguelites, I don't like Souls games, but the combat system is just so polished, so well done. You feel like you have, like, if you lose a fight, you kind of know why. Like, oh man, I forgot to sidestep, or I need, next time I need to make sure I get the minions before I try to jump on the big guy.
It's not button mashing. You
actually have to think. Yeah, you have to think about your approach, and you can do counter moves and stuff like that. And what's interesting with the enemies, they don't sit there earlier on in the game. Like, they'll be, you know how you find multiple enemies in these 3D worlds, like when you beating up somebody just over there chilling waiting until you finish beating up the guy. Well, that happens earlier in the game, but once you get progressed and you get later on in the game, they literally can jump you. Like, all of them come at you at one time, just bum rush you, and then you can do, right? So you really have to basically GG. You have to get good in that game. And you as you progress, like, you can unlock new, you know, of course, additional like moves, but when you lose, you age, and that's the whole premise of it. It's like as you age, you get slower, but you get more powerful. And because when you're younger, like, you're faster, and so your attacks are quicker, but you don't hit as hard. And they just it's an interesting dynamic in the way they put it into like a roguelike type of environment with that game. It's dope. I love it. I think Sifu is going to probably be one of those we talk about at the end of the year around like the Game Awards time, because it's just that. Yeah, it's just that, like, especially if you're big on martial arts.
Tell me, you know.
I wanted to save it for the show. Y'all been busy, you know. Y'all was doing y'all Among Us things. I didn't want to. You know, so I didn't want to just, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, that's my excuse. But anyway, and Nobody Saves the World. Nobody Saves the World. I know Lady is playing this one pretty heavy too, and it's just flat out addicting. It's dungeon crawling with like a little twist to it. As far as like, you know, yeah. So I mean, it's that's pretty good. So all these have been very surprising to me, because, you know, it's like these are games that's on.
It's on Game Pass.
Game Pass, yes. The games, except for Seafood, these games are on Game Pass, and they're surprise hits for me. It's like, yo, right now, even while I'm talking to y'all, I want to go back and play Edge of Eternity, because I stopped at a good part, and I'm like, yo, I want to go back and see what's gonna happen next. You know, in the story. So, and I looked it up last night after I finished playing Edge of Eternity. Like, I was like, it had a 40-hour campaign. I'm like, yo, okay.
And it's on Game Pass?
Yeah, it's on Game Pass. It's a full-fledged RPG. It's an indie RPG, so it don't have the polish, you know, so it don't have the level of polish you would expect from like a Final Fantasy and whatnot, but it's still very well done. You know, anybody who like RPGs, I think, would really like Edge of Eternity.
Let me go download this, ma'am.
You already got
I got it
like
installed.
5 RPGs.
He preset that bad boy.
Boogie, nobody asked you anything.
Oh, okay. Nobody asked me. Let me sit back.
All right. So basically, that's it for me for this week. Yeah, like I said, I think I'll be cycling between these three for a minute. So expect to hear these same 3 games for the next few weeks.
But you know, you only got let's see, you got about a week and a half, and then Horizon Forbidden West.
I know. Oh, girl. Thanks for the reminder. It's like now I got to get ready for that.
That's why the people were like, "Oh, I'm playing this." I'm like, I don't even want to start nothing. I really don't even want to start anything because I know as soon as Horizon come out, I'm gonna be like, "All right, goodbye."
Yeah, well, with Sifu and Nobody Saves the World, it's like those stuff you can kind of put down and go back to because Sifu is a roguelike. You know what I mean? It's not that long of a game. Nobody Saves the World is decent in size. But like I said, Edge of Eternity is pretty lengthy. So yeah, I feel like I'm missing a game. I'm always like that.
You didn't play Halo?
I play Halo. I always play a little bit of Halo. Another game I played was Contrast. I played it a little bit back early when they first released Contrast, the Compulsions game. But I never completed it. I only played like the first few minutes. And so now I heard that the game was like 4 hours. And so I was like, I'm gonna run through it, try to beat it or whatever. But I got stuck on a couple of the puzzles, and I was like, man, bump it. I'll play something else. So, yeah, that's one I'll probably knock out too. Try to knock out before Horizon drop. So that's me. That's me all week.
All right. That's you all week. All right.
Yeah.
Miss LBOOGIE 0208.
So for me, really the only game I played was a little bit of Apex because who was it? Stitch baited me. I was watching Lady play the game. What are we watching right now? Is that the game right there? Crossfire? Yeah, Crossfire. That's right. And it really looked like hot garbage, so I wasn't really trying to.
Hot garbage is kind of rough. It's kind of rough.
Is that really the term y'all want to use to describe that game? Is it that bad?
It's doo-doo sauce.
But it looked so good in the trailers and stuff. Was this a bait?
I think it's in a living room.
What about the campaign, though, fam?
I haven't touched the campaign.
Yeah.
I mean, Stitch said he played last night and this morning, and he beat it. I was like, nah.
Yeah, he said he beat it. Like, I was kind of upset.
He said 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah.
I think
do they have
like 3 hours for
achievements
them to beat the campaign?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they have achievements.
Okay.
Man,
I guess you can run through it for achievements, but
achievement and round MVP, so you can get that slow mo. But that's about it.
Crossfire L. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
You stupid.
Yeah, I was like, this ain't what they showed.
That's
wait. To pause. So wait, are y'all talking about the multiplayer or the campaign?
I'm talking about multiplayer.
Multiplayer.
Okay, so the campaign, that's what they just released. Like, the multiplayer been out. So I want to know if the campaign's good, not the multiplayer. No. We know the multiplayer is kind of like
I don't know. They said they want some money for that campaign,
the campaign was $22. I paid it. They said he got it done in 3 hours. Like
nah, it's a no for me.
I heard it's 2 campaigns though. It's two different campaigns.
But you got paid.
Y'all got paid the message. Y'all do this every time.
Where are you hearing it from?
Message. I looked at it on the doggone the store, the Xbox store.
I didn't see it. I don't know. I paid the extra money for it. I haven't started the campaign yet, but I was watching Lady play the multiplayer, and I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. Her and Stitch played a couple of matches too, and then, I mean, you could just, which Lady is saying that's a bit rough, but you could hear Lady's in her voice being like, I'm done with this game. Like, you can tell it was only gonna be one more match that Lady was gonna play, and then she was gonna be like, "F this, I'm good."
It's just
exactly what happened. She was like, "All right, I'm ready to go to Apex now," which should tell you something.
That tells you a lot.
Yeah, that should tell you.
Yeah.
Right. When Lady's like, "I'm ready to go to Apex." Yeah. Although I'm happy she's starting to play some more Apex. I really hope that she plays some more because I really think that we could be, some shooter ups.
Got it.
I'm gonna play some. I'm gonna play some today.
Okay, so I guess I'll pose the question to the chat then. If anybody's played the actual campaign, not the multiplayer, but the campaign, I need to know if the campaign is at least decent or good before I buy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it was like $20, so I'm not like real mad, but I haven't played the campaign yet. So, but yeah, so I played Apex, and then last night there was a bunch of ladies that got together to play Among Us. So if you guys came by and watched like Lady Infamous, she streamed it. It was pretty good. It was a good time. Like a bunch of just Black females got together, no craziness, just having hilarious. A good time playing Among Us and killing folks and lying about it. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I played. Hopefully today we'll get into some more Apex, and I might have to look into Sifu. So
that's what's up.
Me.
Miss CHAREECE.
Y'all already know what I played.
Lost Ark.
Lost Ark. Yeah!
Yeah.
Yo, I bought one of the Founders packs. I played day one at like 7:00 in the morning. Did an hour before work.
So what you have been playing?
Oh, I'm in it. I'm already like at 15 hours.
So and that was beta, right? That you have been playing before?
No. This is the actual game. The game.
Okay, so the game has been out. So what is the Founders
pack? You got in Tuesday. The game officially released yesterday. So I got 3 days.
Right,
early.
but I thought you had been playing this game like months back.
Was in the beta. That was in the beta. Okay. That was back in November.
Okay, that makes sense.
Did your stuff roll over?
No. They reset the server, so if you played in the beta, if you played in the beta, you gotta start all the way
and
over.
Explain what they're trying to do with this extra.
Oh, so there's been some. So if you bought a Founders pack, there was $9, $25, $15. I bought the big boy, which is $99 because I have no life.
Ooh, look at you!
I know.
See you spending.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, but like so. The 3 days that you got early, everything worked fine. There was no issues with the servers, none whatsoever. So yesterday morning, they was like, okay, we're going to bring the servers down at 8 a.m. East Coast time. I have no idea what it is for y'all. Y'all do the math. But halfway during this 4-hour maintenance, they was like, oh, we fucked up. We fucked up bad. We got to take the whole thing down.
Oh, wow.
And we have no idea when it's going to be back up. This game
somebody might be getting fired.
On the day that it was supposed to launch was down for like 10 hours.
Somebody fired.
Like
somebody went home.
Right?
No.
Go ahead and log out.
For real.
Apparently they didn't expect one of the excuses that I've read, and it's between Twitter, Reddit, forums, websites, whatever. They didn't expect the amount of people from the Founders Pack the 3 days because they had over 1 million players for those 3 days.
Yeah, I heard this.
It was when they didn't expect them, so they had to open up they shut down servers where you could not make new characters. They opened up new servers, but yet some servers are still full. Like the one that I am is like busy already. It's always busy, not full, but just busy, which is totally fine. It's not hard to find a match or anything if you want a dungeon. But like now they want people like me who were in the 3-day preview, 3-day early access to switch to different servers. But the problem with that, if you bought a Founders Pack, that is server locked, so you cannot get that item skin. Like this costume right here, this skin, this is a Founders Pack skin that you only get in the big pack. So if I was to switch to another server, I would not have that skin. Thank you. See, so they are giving Founders another pack to switch to another server. So I can
because like the thing, what she was explaining to me is that like everybody, once you're in a server, that's it. That's where you live. That's where you're gonna be at. That's where you're gonna play at. And if you move servers, you got to start all the way over from zero.
It's not just the skins. You get currency. You got the crystals that you buy with money, like
a pet.
The pet. I have a pet. See my pet. Wait, hold on. My pet's my cat.
I see him.
Oh, yeah, my cat right there. That's my cat.
Yeah.
His name is Nero. But like you get all of this stuff.
I got the black one too.
The servers. You got servers too.
I'm in Rondrell.
Okay. See, I'm in Ladan, something like that. But yeah, so now they want us to move these empty servers. That way we can populate those servers, and the people who are coming in free to play can go into the servers that are busy. But like, I don't want to start my character over. I don't want to do that work over. So I'm gonna get a second pack, but yet it's just gonna sit there for a while.
Well, you can hand it to me. I might hop in. I might hop in. I mean, I don't know.
Just remember, you got to be committed to her world, because if you're going, you can't go nowhere.
You're
there.
You're stuck in there.
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. If she's gonna start over, then I start over with her, trying to get into the same server. But even then, you can start with somebody, and there's no telling if you're gonna be in the same server or not.
Yeah, is the servers random, or you can't pick?
No, you can pick your server.
Okay.
Okay.
Like if it's open.
Yeah, that part. What he said. If it's open. They were not expecting this large of a crowd. Like even on the early access date, when Steam was slammed. You could not even download the update to that. They were not prepared for this.
And this is an Amazon game, right?
Amazon is the publisher, Smilegate is the developer.
Okay.
So this is a Korean RPG. This is why they all walk like this.
Yeah, they do be shots in. They be killing it. My dude with his pistols, he be swinging. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I get it, dude. Nobody weighs higher than $125. But the black hair is on point. Like,
my dreads is on point.
Yeah, the braids. I saw that. I'm like, okay, then they're not playing with
and that's crazy though, because like, I don't know. I feel like I highly doubt that they like flew in black folks to help them with their hair. So then that like raises the right. So that like makes you think. So all y'all could do this, and mind you now, you're not. Is that the problem? Is that you just don't care?
This game is 3 years old. It has been out in Korea for over 3 years. It's been in Russia. It has been somewhere else. So it just now come to America. So, but yeah, again, the black hair is on point. I've seen afro poofs, I've seen braids, I've seen
dreads,
the lineups, the designs, the fades. It's clean. It's top.
And is there gonna be mods? Because
I don't know. I don't know. But like, I don't care. My house don't care.
All right.
Oh damn. Okay.
I don't care.
She like so.
All right. That's it. Just Lost Ark for you.
Yes, just again. That's it. That's it.
Okay. For me, not that many games, because I'm telling you, Nobody Saves the World is really consuming my soul right now. You got to get them star keys, I swear. Man, because if you don't get the star keys, how you gonna open up the doors? And then I'm literally looking for like Nobody Save the World strats, where to go on the maps, what form I need to use, because you really get, without like progressing through the side missions and those dungeons, you ain't getting no star keys. And I had made the calculations of how many star keys I need. I need like $65,000 to get like 65,000 just to get some star keys. I'm like, come on, man, you gotta grind. You really have to grind. Them dungeons will beat your ass, and especially with modifications, it's some are difficult. Like Big Gnarly DELILAH, there's one called Big Gnarly. It's like towards the middle of the map, whereas damage is, I think, 9,999.
Oh wow, I saw it. I think I've seen that. I
don't know.
I didn't even have star keys to get to it, to go into that dungeon.
No, you don't need star keys. I don't think you need star keys for that particular dungeon. It's just the modifications of it. Okay. It's like ridiculous, because there's one that's going to be completely dark.
I think I was thinking about a tower or something like that had like
dark
damage
tower?
that they do. Yeah. They had dark like the damage that all the enemies, they had modifier. This is like all enemies do like triple damage or some crazy junk like that. And, that junk's crazy.
It's really good. And the writing, they got some zingers in there. Especially with the Thieves Guild. If you play the Thieves Guild and you do the first mission, you're gonna be dying. You're gonna be dying. I was laughing hysterically. They play a little bit of Apex. We did Ladies Night with Among Us. I'm gonna tell you, I like the little updates they did, but the servers are still buns.
Oh yeah.
It took us a minute.
It took us a minute. And if you don't have the internet, you ain't.
I had to sit out on one match. I was a little salty.
Yeah, I was gonna say some of the ladies had to sit out every other match or something because they couldn't never connect. But it was nice though. It was a good match. So
it was good. I came with a clutch. I killed, but I didn't win on. I didn't win being an imposter, but I did win as a crewmate, so I'm proud of myself. A little bit of Apex. They had this mode called Control, like domination. So I was like, man, why not? 9v9. I was with it. Please keep Control. Please, you keep Control on Apex. I'll be there. Yeah. I'll be there.
I love Apex.
What's the difference? Okay.
It's domination. And in the shooter, in my shooter DNA, domination is life. I can play domination with my eyes closed. So I played a little bit of that and played some RimWorld. It was too much stress. I'm gonna take a step back because I'm trying to save everyone.
Wait, lady, am I still alive?
No, you're not even there yet. We got. I'm sorry.
You're not even there yet. Damn, CHAREECE, how should leave you out?
Okay, I had a set of 7 people, right? And every new people that comes in, you know, everybody from the GWG Patreon account, make sure you use the Patreon, and then, you know, we got us in there. Delilah is the last person we picked up. So when we get like a prisoner or somebody want to join our squad, if it's a male, well, I'll add it from the GWG Patreon. If it's a female, it's gonna be you. But you, girl, you should be happy that you're not there yet, because everybody else is fucking struggling. They're having affairs. They're having gut worms.
Is this Sims or what is this?
That's what I'm thinking. It sounds like Sims.
It is. It actually is. It's Sims.
More low budget.
No, it's not low budget when the mecha boys beat your ass.
No, I'm just saying because of the graphics, as far as like.
Oh yeah, the graphics. The graphics is a top down. So you zoom in and you zoom out, but you're going through real life situations. You gotta fend for yourself. I gotta arm y'all. I gotta feed y'all. I gotta make sure y'all not cold. I gotta make sure y'all happy. I gotta make sure y'all got TVs and shit. Sims. Yeah, Sims. It is. It is.
But apparently dysteria or something, like y'all killing us over here.
I'm telling you, I can't stand it. It was so bad I had to backtrack my saves so I can save people, because I'm telling you, LBOOGIE, you just ain't making it. Stitch,
Damn.
he ain't making it. I keep hitting Delilah so she can stay after we got her ass from where she was and she want to leave. I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna take a break from that. So RimWorld, it's a very good game. I can play hours.
Are you sure though?
It's great. Especially when you put in the mods and you carefully prepare. You can send your crew with OP shit all the time. It's just if your computer can be able to handle that, it's the same. Last but not least, this fucking trash that's on the screen. I only played this game so we can have a discussion.
You just told me when I called it hot garbage, that was too much. Now you call it shit. So I'm trying to figure it out.
Wait, there's a level, but hot garbage is here and like trash is right
regular
here.
Trash and then hot. Okay.
Yeah.
So
is it in the middle?
It's just a couple of hot garbage is a couple of levels from trash. You know what I'm saying? Look, why they do this? Yo, this is why I say y'all people got to be like more vocal about what y'all be playing with these betas, because everybody want to talk about how trash this came out, but nobody want to talk about, oh, I played in the beta, so you didn't say nothing? You didn't say how trash this shit was?
Right.
They look like they put like Ubisoft Rainbow Six Siege aesthetics. Why is there a modern mode and a classic mode? Why are things locked? Why are things in a battle pass? How you gonna try me, man? And I be playing battle passes. I be paying for battle passes for games. How you gonna try me with a battle pass with the game that you can't even, when the hit detection is so off? Oh my God, there's no character customization. These guns, how the skins look better than the game? How the gun skins look better than the actual game? And I'm like, I was telling myself, you know what? Stitch was like, we're gonna play Crossfire. I'm like, man, all right, we're gonna play it. Right. I can do my due diligence and give y'all some gameplay. But I was like,
I kind of knew when he said it was like what's that one? CS:GO.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not for it.
I don't, that time to kill is like that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
At all. I mean, it'd be like graze your skin. You did.
Dead. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm good.
I'm telling you. Good. This is a grenade.
It takes 10 weeks to throw a grenade.
Yeah. See? Get back the grenade like it's a baseball. We're not playing baseball here. You know what I'm saying? The maps they really, this is not a next gen game. This looks like Xbox One. I don't know, man. They could have put this in the oven. They could have made another beta or something, but you know what? It is what it is. This is what it is. This is what Crossfire is. I don't want to like this here. It's trash like Battlefield 2042. They in the same boat. They in the same room. They sit in the same
They
table
hanging out,
eating
right?
oodles and noodles.
They making cheers, toast to each other.
Hey, who would have thought? Who would have thought we'd be here? Who would have thought?
Yeah, I know, right? Because both of them showed fantastic
promise,
right?
Yes.
Which is why I keep saying I'm like not buying anything day one. Like I kind of feel like I missed out on, you know, like the founders pack and stuff like that. If I do get into the game that you guys are playing, the Amazon game, but at the same time, I like don't want to put my money out there anymore for games and be pissed because now I done put out this money and now I'm not gonna play.
They got it, bruh. Elden Ring on.
Even with that one, I'm gonna let y'all buy it, and then y'all let me know.
I'm definitely getting it.
I already got it.
The only one I bought early was Horizon Forbidden West.
And if you guys really ain't got nothing to do, you know, y'all play this if y'all want to. But after an hour, I was done. It was this mode called Infected, so. In my mind, I was like, okay, Infected. I played that in Call of Duty. Nothing new. These dudes got the straps. You got this dude in, I think I want to say Chinese gamer tag. I couldn't read it, but he had a machine gun. I'm like, how the fuck you got a machine gun? He the only one with the machine gun. You know what I'm saying? While everybody else got their automatic rifles. Man, people know the strats, and I'm like, how you play this game so much that you know the strats? Yes, it's an old game. It doesn't give them an excuse of showing us something that's completely different. So
I say we got the okie doke.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, that's it, and it's a wrap. You made me play Apex. You made me play Apex.
a palate cleanser,
right? Yeah. All right. That's all I've been playing. Okay, let's go to our guest. Okay, Baron, welcome. Tell people who you are if they don't know you, and let the people know what you've been playing this week.
All right. I am the communications director over at a Black-owned, minority-operated gaming news site called LV1gaming.com. Mm-hmm. I'm Baron J67. No, I'm not 6'7". And it was an old football number. I've had the tag since high school or middle school. God, forever. And I just ran with it. But so no cool story behind it.
Aww.
But all right, I'm sorry. But what game I've been playing, I've played a mixture of all of these things except Apex, because I'm just not gonna go out there and get sweated on. Like they not gonna hurt me like that. I can't. But you got it's like Fortnite. I'm not touching it. I'm not gonna shoot somebody and then they're gonna build a tower of God and then just hurt me. Like I'm not all of a sudden they sliding across the map and then hit me 3 times, tap, and I'm not doing that to myself. But I did hurt myself with Crossfire X. I just wanted to play TDM and didn't know it was locked behind Classic. When I heard Classic, I'm thinking it's just classic TDM, not classic shooter. No ADS, no mounting, no like jumping on anything. It was completely old school, stiff running around. Mm-hmm, original big red one, like just shooting
like Yankees doing it. That's how they look.
Yeah, that's it. It is no magic behind it. And then it took like 10 knife swipes to kill somebody. The melee was gone. And then they have random turrets where you can't spawn camp. Like it was rough. Lost Ark, I ran about 3 hours last night of it. I was gonna spend my money and get one of the crazy founder packs. I was almost there, and then the floor hugger got in my ear and was like, "It's an old game. Don't do it. Just wait." I was like, "But I want to play it now. Like I want to play now. I want the pet." So what I ended up doing was I ended up like watching all the stuff on Twitch with my Prime account. And like not really watching it, but just leaving it up for the 4 hours to get my free pet. And now I got the black cat. I think his name is like Mario or Maurice or something.
I got that one too. So
yeah.
If
it looks like Prime Gaming has some stuff too for Lost.
I got 2 of the items that were going to be part of the founders thing. The ones I really wanted, the chest, and it comes with a bunch of coins and runes, which I'm not touching because I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
and
looks like
DM me later. I'll explain it to you.
I got you, because I'm not touching. I'm not touching nothing. I was like, I'm about to use this in the wrong way and waste everything.
Yeah.
And then Crossfire X was trash.
Can you explain further a little bit about the trash?
Yes. Okay. So I would have to. Yeah. No problem. No. It's worse. So I would get teleported randomly, like, and I got a gig up, gig down when everything's working and the full moon's out.
Right.
But I'm like, hey, what's going on here? I'm shooting and then woo, teleport. I was like, I didn't use that ability. That's not what I signed up to do. And then when it came to the grenade, I legit would have to like time it. Like, okay, I think they're gonna be over there in a minute. Start the process, weave over, get my character into where I would originally want to throw the grenade, then finally throw the grenade, and then miss everybody. And then I seen lady running around with the akimbo assault rifles, and you were cheating. You were cheating because those people were cheating.
I spawn trapped because I found out I spawn trapped.
I was watching the stream and I was like, "Oh, she cheating." No, because if you're on the other end of that, all you see is a blur and akimbo. It looks like a meme. It don't even look real. Okay, like you're just running around normal,
but
and
that's
then you see somebody in a stealth suit.
That's the game's fault. I exploited a flaw in the game, like people do since the beginning of fucking time. Come on, man.
Hey, I'm just saying I was on the other end of that chaos, so I was just a little hurt. I felt bad for those poor people out there who had no chance.
That happened to me too. So
the game. Look, I don't know how that grenade tossed that fast. That didn't make no sense. You had all the codes, but that, and then I was playing Fable, right? So I never played Fable, never played any of them. I've had an Xbox since the OG Xbox. I even had the Duke controller. Never played Fable because I got into the Warriors and Elder Scrolls Morrowind, and that ruined my life RPG wise. But I finally played. I'm playing the original Fable, the anniversary that's on Game Pass, and I am hooked. And people have been telling me, like, if you're enjoying the first one as it is, you're gonna love 2 and 3. Like, and I'm already up to like $1 million. I didn't destroyed like 2 towns and bought all the properties and re-rented them out. And I paid for my sins to the church and got cleansed, and then they gave me the super weapon and I'm running around. I'm just having too much fun. I got my wife in the nice house and a nice family. I'm like, this is crazy that I never played this, what I've been missing out on. But yes, so that's what I've been playing. And then Halo, but ain't nothing unlocked, so I just and I'm trash, so it's whatever.
But Fable 2 is the best one to me. Like, I played them all, and Fable 2, the story, even everything was so good. 3 was good as well, but 2 is just better. Like,
that's what everybody keeps telling me.
Yeah, and that cliffhanger on 2.
I just want the new shit.
We know, Boogie. We know.
We already know. Like, I was just about to ask him, like, how are you doing that? Like, how are you going back and playing an old game? Like, how does that work?
You know what? I had to do that because I just reviewed Dying Light 2, and they didn't give us a crazy crunch. Like, they gave us plenty of time, but that game, that whole 500-hour thing, that was real. Like, you could easily get caught up. And so then I have a bad habit of like playing grindy games that have almost no real end. So I just get constantly caught up in it. And then Fable jumped up and we were waiting for like Crossfire X for some reason. And that they lied to us. But
right. Them old graphics get me every time. I'm like, around.
They're hurt. Like, right. Really just running around. Like, there was no like soul to it. It felt like a bootleg. It felt like a mix of like CS:GO and Battlefield with like the map transitions. But why lock TDM behind Classic? Am I tripping or no? Because I didn't see TDM in regular. It was only in Classic mode, and I'm like, what do you like? Why? Yeah. And then the dudes with the shields need to go home.
Yeah, you gotta aim them feet, but they got you though with that pistol. I'm like, what the fuck? All right.
Yeah. All right. Up to the campaign, man.
Okay.
This slander, man. This slander is like, okay. Nobody cares about multiplayer. I want to play the campaign.
Okay. So next week we will have your thoughts on campaign.
Maybe.
Okay.
Leave it at that. I don't know. It depends. Depends on a lot of other factors. I got so many other games I'm trying to burn through before. Dang, when does Horizon come out? Tuesday?
No, not this Tuesday.
I thought it was
like a full week. No. It's the 22nd, right?
I thought it come out on the 18th.
I thought it was this Tuesday.
No, it's probably Friday. It's probably Friday. It come out on the 18th, don't it?
If it's the 18th, then it's Friday.
Right. I'm gonna check. Somebody in the chat check for us.
Yeah, it's the 18th.
Oh, okay. There you go.
You got a week.
Yeah, next week's this time we'll be playing,
And
which I'll be in the living room playing because that's where that big ass PS5 is.
Oh wow.
Shit
Okay.
thick, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, this shit, like, honestly, this is my big ass PC right here, and it is probably like right here, coming up right here next to it.
I would have to redo my whole office.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, I had to clear everything out.
I wish I could show y'all how I have mine set up because y'all already know. Or the ladies know my house.
Yeah.
I got it's just shoved in the corner, like stuffed in there, sideways, just stuffed on the side, like
Right.
I had to put it in how I.
We just took one of the little shelves in the media cabinet, and it got its own shelf. Here we go.
All right. Is there anything else you've been playing? Before I get to these questions.
Anything else I've been running? Oh yeah, I played Rogue Company, Fame over at level 1, the bully. We got dragged back into Rogue Company just so he could get his 100%, he could get all the achievements in there. And then all of a sudden he don't want to play no more. But it's okay.
That sound like me. That sound like me a little bit.
Slander continues. But outside of that, that's been about it. Dying Light.
How do you like that game? I've heard good and bad. So
yeah, I had with the review copy, I had a lot of bad audio issues, and crazy enough, during a lot of the key pivotal story moments, like audio would cut out for like 30 minutes, and then there was a game-breaking bug in the area in which the audio issues hit, so I couldn't even reset it without risking the whole data. Because if I would have had to restart, I would have just not played anymore and gave it like a 4, like a 3 or 4. But honestly, if you enjoyed Dying Light 1, you're gonna love this. The traversal, it's way more vertical. There's a lot more sneaking mechanics to it. The combat feels visceral as heck, like just cracking somebody over the head, that thunk, like it's good. But yeah, anybody who played and enjoyed Dying Light 1, I highly recommend playing this one. The multiplayer actually is pretty fun too. I just wish there was character customization. That's the only thing I wish was there. But
yeah, I was wondering because I did see a few people basically say that like Dying Light 2 was like essentially how you do a sequel compared to The Last of Us 2. Like there was memes going around like where they're like Dying Light 2 is saying this is how you do a sequel type of thing.
You know what? I feel like we're about to get on soapbox time. Okay.
So wait, just a quick question before you go jump in. So yes. Are you saying that it's not so much more of the same? It's like they changed all the systems in the game as well? Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah, they added. Okay, yes, they added in a couple of new systems like the immunity system, which is a timer that if you technically play the game right, well, not right. If you're a hoarder, like a digital hoarder like me, you're not going to have a problem with. Like I'm walking around with like 30 of everything.
Right.
So I'm constantly, so it wasn't, I only died once from running out of immunity. And when I first seen it, I was like, people are going to hate this because it's a timer that hits up anytime you're out of UV or the sunlight. So if you walk into a building, timer kicks up, boop, boop. And all of a sudden you have, when you first start off, I believe it's like 5 minutes, 5 minutes in darkness before you die without spoiling too much. And as you collect more of these things called inhibitors, which boost your health or your stamina, you get to choose when you get 3 of them. After you collect so much, it boosts up your time. Like right now, I think my time's up to like 9 minutes. So from 5 minutes to 9 minutes, they show you I collected a lot of inhibitors. The combat's real good. There's like a gun in the game, but it's whack. I don't recommend wasting your resources on making it. But the bow and arrows are cool. There's whole areas that depending on which route you take, you will or will not be able to access. So like the choices are there. Stories, not super predictable, but it's not like mind blowing. But I have fun with it. You know, as somebody who enjoyed Dying Light 1, and then had my brother come over and play it, and he's a nutbag for Dying Light, so he loved Dying Light 2. He was just running around drop kicking zombies off of any and everything.
Nice.
Okay, that's cool. A variety. I like that. All right, so I'm gonna get to some questions, and we love to hear your input on that, Baron. How did your love of gaming started?
So my mom and dad were young parents and in school and busy. So, you know, like any responsible parent, they put a video game in front of me. So I had a Sega since I was 2 years old. Still have it. Got Shaq Fu and Street Fighter. Oh yeah, Shaq Fu was fire.
Shaq Fu was a business. Let's not go there.
Shaq Fu was fire. So they got a Sega, and I just remember playing the heck out of that. Comic Zone. And then my cousins coming over. Yep, my cousins coming over and bullying me and putting the controller under the console to make me think I was playing. Yeah, you know, I'm thinking I'm having fun with that. So gaming was just always there. And then what really, really hooked me was playing the Nintendo 64. That's what really like got me. And there was a game called Ogre Battle 64. It was my first tactical RPG game, and I used to watch my uncle play it all the time. And I'm like, dude, you got dragons, you got golems. Wait, your soldier just died and he turned into a zombie randomly. Like, can you control that? It's like, nah, it's part of the RNG system. What's RNG? And I just completely lost it and dumped. I mean, if I could get it without knocking over everything, I still have it plugged up, and I keep an old TV just to play Ogre Battle 64. And it was a 64 game. It had like 40 hours, and then it had like 6 to 8 endings. Your character aged and progressed different ways depending on the choices you made. There's characters depending on which route you took on the battlefield you get to unlock, and it was just nuts. And I'm just mind blowing as a kid sitting here looking at it like, what the heck? And so my life of RPGs just took off from there. Platforming went away. Like, my love for platformers just completely, I was like, Banjo-Kazooie, I don't want to play that no more. Like, it just I couldn't find the same joy in it anymore when I can run a whole army and craft each soldier with a Baldur sword, and you know, I just completely lost it. And from then on, it just progressed, and then somehow, some way, I came across Elder Scrolls Morrowind. Oof. And that, I couldn't tell you what the world was about. To this day, I can't tell you what the world is about. I can't tell you, outside of loading up in that little town and running around and getting told you can't go here and breaking the law, locking into that, and getting beat up by the crabs. I couldn't tell you anything that's going on. But I just remember having the time of my life, crafting spells, going stupid, just breaking into here, beating up that person, getting jumped by this guard. Like, it was just absolutely nuts. And but that's where my love for gaming really took off. So I'll say Ogre Battle 64 is really that's
great. That's a wonderful story. We all have those moments that one particular game is just where it hits us all in the fields and really propels the love for gaming. Okay, what are the pros and cons of streaming / content creating? Because I know you over there with level 1, and it's not all fun and games, literally. No. And I would like your input on that, because I know us with Grown Women Gaming, I mean, we do the podcast and we do streams, but there's a whole nother layer that we don't talk about and we don't discuss, because that's where the meat and potatoes of what's actually running a business ensues. And I would love your input on that.
So I'll go through the cons, right? What's so stressful about it is the pressure to perform. You know, you want to make sure you're putting on a good show. You want to make sure you have solid quality, because it's, for one thing, there's a bunch of people out there to watch. And it's just like, hey, I want you guys to come spend time here. And if you're going to spend time here with me, I want to make sure you're enjoying yourself. So it's like hosting a party, and as social as I am, I'm really a hermit at heart. Like I need to recharge my battery. I mean, my game choice probably tell you that, but like I gotta recharge. So to be here and sit here for 3-4 hours, upbeat going, this is who I am, but it's you're performing. You're performing, and that's probably the roughest part of it, is being able to get that balance of like making sure you're not overdoing it and burning yourself out. But the other aspect of it being a communications director, being a writer, being a content creator with level 1 and writing articles and whatnot, I didn't go to school for writing. I got my degree in sociology. I push papers for a living. I look at numbers for the most part. So I never thought, like, I mean, even back in college, I used to try to get my wife to write my papers for me. Like, please, like please, I don't want to do this. Like, no, you need to do it. Only please. But to get to a point now where I'm writing, 2,000 word reviews. Like I never, honestly, I never thought I would be to this point, but it just progressed here from podcasting to live streaming and then getting to this point. But what's so trippy is I'm in the space against people who are professional writers who literally went to school and got degrees and feed their family with this. Nobody likes to say everybody's competition, but when I put out a review, I'm hoping you read mine before you read anybody else's. Sure. Like, let's be honest here. Mm-hmm. So knowing that we're in that space and I'm doing a review on the same game as the Jeff Grubbs of the world, like it's like, holy crap. And then when one of my reviews gets up to like 1,000 views, I'm like, 1,000 people read my writing? What? Like, I hope I didn't sound like a bumpkin. Like, I hope I didn't sound stupid. Like, hey, B, you missed a couple comments. I'm like, oh Lord. Like, all right, you probably should have did this there. And I'm like, I don't even know what that is. But that imposter syndrome is very real. And I'm constantly having to tell myself that, look, you have the work behind you. Yeah, you may not have the credentials, but you have the work behind you. Like, you didn't just get here one day. You didn't just wake up and start reviewing AAA titles. You worked up to that. You started off with an indie Chinese game. What was it? It was a side scroller. It was pretty cool. It was like Eastern Exorcist. That was the first game I ever did a written review for. And it was not a roguelite, but it had like a Soulsborne aspect to it. It was really intense side scroller combat. But yeah, that was crazy. It seems like eons ago, but going from Eastern Exorcist to being able to review and get a proper time of Dying Light 2 that's just for somebody who did not go to school for writing. Like, it's the trippiest thing, and for people to actually read it. But you get in rooms, you get in gigs, you see Blacks in Gaming, big, and then you got gig, and you're in these rooms, and it's like, yeah, I'm a developer of this, I had lunch with Kojima and this and that, and I'm sitting here, I'm a content creator, writer, what publication, where are your bylines?
It gets like that. I can understand.
Yeah, it's kind of jarring, and it gets kind of hard to stand on to stand there and be like, well, what I'm doing is real. It's not, not faking the funk. It just, you're dealing with some heavy hitters out here. Like, even being here with y'all, like, this is not, you know what I mean? Like, I respect this. Like, my wife was like, you nervous? I was like, yeah, I'm nervous. Like, bro, I'm in the game and this is real. Like, these folks is out here doing this. Like, it's not, because I want to say that, like, this is no joke. This ain't small. Like, the respect, believe me, my wife would tell you, I was like, hey man, I gotta get it right. I went to the gym. I was like, man, let me like, serious. But no, that's just to let y'all know how much I respect what y'all got going.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
No, but yeah, so, and then moving on, the life balance part. I'm a husband, and real talk, if my wife wasn't as supportive as she is about all of this, none of this would be happening. Like, hey, I'd be like, hey babe, she got the kids right now, and I got the door closed. They ain't knocked on the door once, because she out there keeping busy and whatnot. Because and then my family's all trained. They'll open the door and my daughter will walk in. She's like, she'll see the lights on.
Right, like,
what's going on? and she'll be like, Dad, And I'm like, okay, you know, I got a 5-year-old and a 4-year-old. Yeah, oh, them little monsters, I love them to death. But it really took the whole family to be involved with this. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do none of this. It would just, nah. But it's a weird thing of, I can't stream tonight because I need to go watch this movie. I need to go sit down and watch some Korean dramas, or like, let me go put it into the husband bank. Let me go, let me go. Let's go. Let's do that. I'll be back, y'all. Let me, hey, I got to call it tonight early. Got to go spend some time there. Cause the moment she not with it, all of this falls apart.
Yeah. I feel like more of us are starting to understand that, cause like, all of us, I think, are the same way. You have those banks you got to put into. So, like now I haven't been able to play during the week almost. It's pretty much weekends, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that I really get to play because, you're exhausted from work. And then I don't want it to get to where that my daughter feels like she's getting put to the side for me to be able to play games and stuff like that. So I gotta, we have our shows we watch together after dinner. I try to make it a point that we sit down and eat dinner together. And yeah, you gotta have that time. That time is, because it's gone. You look up and they're gone.
Man, I'm
telling you, enjoy it now. Man. They get to 10 and you be like, all right, I'm ready now. Y'all, you get the fuck out.
Well, see, my oldest, she already thinks she like 30. It's
don't worry.
Yeah,
it gets worse. It gets worse.
Don't worry.
We'll talk off air if y'all got any advice.
Get you a good therapist and a bottle of wine.
That's what everybody keep telling. Everybody tells me. They're like, every time it's scaring me. Nobody has just said, you'll be okay. Everybody's like, just pray. And I'm like, whoa, like I just asked.
Just pray.
You got
yeah, that's the advice. Just pray on it.
Just pray. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Wine is your friend. Make sure you have your drinks, ready to go at the house, and don't feel ashamed to have your glass at the end of the day.
There you go.
I'm telling you.
All right. But
yeah, it's a lot of balancing, huh?
Yeah. So honestly, those are the cons, right? Now the positives. I'm getting to do stuff I never thought would be possible. I got to sit in a podcast with Ryan McCaffrey. For those who don't know, he's one of the main faces over at IGN's video stuff. And it's so trippy. This is somebody I grew up watching. This is somebody I'd be on the job looking at my phone, trying to sneak and watch the podcast. Like, what are they talking about? And then here it is. I'm in a room with them. And seriously, I got to do this shout out to Level 1 Gaming, shout out to Fame, because I was just some weird dude on the internet who hit him up like, are you guys looking for writers? Like, I've never written formally, but can I send you a sample? And that dude, without a doubt, gave me an opportunity and let me run with it. It's so crazy, and that's part of the pros, is the opportunities that have come up due to just hey, playing games. I used to think it was stupid, honestly. I didn't watch Twitch. I didn't participate in the YouTube gaming scene like that. It was IGN, Polygon, and GameSpot and Game Informer. Like, I got stacks of Game Informers. Like, that was the way I consumed gaming content. I thought, I was like, who wants to sit and watch me play video games? Like, I mean, this is silly. And my cousin for years, like, bro, you play all the popular games, just play it on Twitch. I'm like, nah, nobody want to watch me. And now this is literally what I'm doing. But the friendships and the interactions, like, one of my first viewers is now one of my podcast co-hosts. Like, this dude's been hanging around me since 2017. And shout out to Johnny, man. It's just so crazy. And then people like watching my family grow basically on camera. Cause I used to have these things called dad streams where, of course, my wife would be busy, whether it was school or work or whatever. And I got the kids, or at the time I got my baby. And I would like, all right, give me a second, guys, and like go off camera, and I'm changing a diaper, like I'm I'm sitting here rocking my kid. I'm doing video reactions with my kid, and like it was cool. And the biggest positive of it all for me, and this is probably my man ego talking, is my kids on top of me interacting with them and being around them, because I'm in their life and I'm here, you know, they right outside the door, but they don't really have to guess who their dad was, because there's probably at this point close to like 500 plus hours, maybe more, of me on camera, talking, podcasting in written form. It's just like, I'm here. Like you can always like, there's this vault of who, like your father and the things he enjoyed, and seeing him happy, frustrated. Like you see a wide range of who he is over the course of years. And you know, hopefully I can do this forever. But it just, I think that's something that I don't hear a lot of people talk about, that I know for me is real important, and it's something really cool. Yeah. So yeah, that's the pros and cons of content creating. And
okay. Whatnot. All right. That's what's up. All right. How impactful is the gaming community to you? Because you've been here for a while, and you see how, I don't know if you felt this way, but for me, I felt that the dynamic of the gaming community had changed a little bit between, like, I would say 2016 to now. I want to know how that impacts you as an individual.
Well, for me, crazy enough, everything that went down with around George Floyd really introduced me heavily to the Black gaming space, because I didn't know we was out here like this. Yeah, I didn't. Like, that's, as soon as I found out about this, we all stood up then, you know? Yeah, and it was like a bloom of information, and I don't know if the algorithm caught on that, hey, Black trauma is awesome. Like, let's get out here and make it happen. But, you know, that's a whole nother story in itself. Right. But one positive that came out of that is I was introduced to the full diaspora of Black folks gaming. Because for me, it was always, you know, I got the people who run 2K, I see the people who run Madden, you know, the Call of Duty folks. I didn't know how deep this one went, and I didn't know people had been doing it for so long. I didn't know about Level 1 Gaming. I didn't know about Fame. I didn't know about Hugger. I didn't know about y'all. I didn't even know any of this stuff existed until that point. And it's all, a lot of this is still new to me. So for me, the big boom of like gaming community and space outside of just my tight-knit friends that I know from school was like, what was that, 2019, 2020? Yep. And it just, from there, it just exploded. And it's, I'm hooked on the spaces. Like, I feel like I'm listening to Housewives of Atlanta. Like, I be in it. Hey, no, I know. Hey, if y'all following me, if y'all following me, you see my face in the messy spaces. That you like, hey, I be in there like, ooh, hey, man, y'all just listening, peeping, right? Hey, it's so messy, and I love it. I'm hooked. Yeah. That's like, my drama.
It's like reality TV, right?
Yeah,
reality TV.
I tell you, I come in, I'm like, y'all just be talking out your neck.
I love it. I hope it goes forever, and I hope they get TV deals. Hey, like, I'm here for all of it. I be in there. Like, ooh.
No, you didn't say that. Oh my God.
Right? Throwing smiley faces like, man, wow.
It's, you know, I want to kind of piggyback off of like what you said, you know, after George Floyd, how you said that you kind of were introduced to like way more Black content creators out there. Like, how do you feel when you see other people saying, where are the Black women, or where are the Black these people? Because I feel like we are definitely here. We've been here, and so it's like, how are you not seeing us?
They don't want to see it.
They don't want to see it, and then especially now, like, I'm gonna be honest. What would I type in? Like, before the tags, like, what do I confidently type in without feeling weird on my Google search history? Like, because, you know, you type in Black woman gamers, who knows what's about to pop up? Right. Like, okay, so but now there really is no excuse. I can literally search Black women. like it's absolutely crazy. So, but what I hate is, we all know it's reference points. I talk about this a lot. If I stopped arguing with folks who don't have diverse friends, because you don't understand. Like, I can't expect you to comprehend. Like, why would I even sit here and spend time with you? You can't, like, you literally hang out with 99% of people who look just like you.
Right.
You know, every family event you go to, every gathering you go to, every party you go to, everybody looks just like you. So I can't, of course, in your world, there's no such thing as, you know, Black women gaming. Like, bro, open your eyes. There's a whole world out here. And it just, I love the fact because it just expanded. Because for me, I was the weird one playing Ogre Battle 64. I seen somebody in the chat talking about, I thought I was the only one who knew about that game. Like, you know, so it felt really good. And thank God I had cousins who was real heavy in the gaming scene too. Because of course I got to see them. Like, shout out to my cousin Mimi. I don't know if she's watching, but I know you on Elder Scrolls Online.
Center the link.
So right.
We get more people watching.
That's it. But that it's we all know these algorithms. They function
they keep
to run
you with
everything.
Whatever you already click on, right?
That's it.
And shout out to Facebook Gaming though, because I will say this:
they are doing.
I get random folks I've never interacted with, and they stream will be up. Like I'll be just circling through. I don't know if it's because I'm in that space at all, but it'll pop up and it'll be somebody new and they'll be doing something cool. And I'm like, all right,
I
let me check in.
They're doing a better job at keeping it like diverse with as far as like big people, little people. Everybody is getting shown on Facebook Gaming.
Yeah, 1,000%. Like it's pretty trippy to see in comparison to the ones who've been around and doing it.
Right.
Like I was hot at Twitch when they got rid of communities before they came up with tags, because communities is how I made my little community, my little circle. It was easy. I was like, okay, which game do I want to play? Because I'm usually not like, I don't want to play Call of Duty for hours on end. I don't want to play Destiny for hours on end. I want to play something a little different, but we know those games move the needle a little bit more.
Right.
But the communities was like the best, because I would type in, like I played a lot of Mountain Blade. I would type in Mountain Blade and there would be a room with 30 people and they're just waiting for somebody to stream. Say less.
Let's go. Right.
Yeah. And I would just build my, it was way easier. It was honestly like shooting fish in a barrel, and then they took it away. Like,
I know. I feel like they've like made it harder in a lot of ways for you to start off at Twitch, for sure. They're just making it to where that the big names just get bigger and the little folks are feeding into the big folks is all.
Oh,
yeah.
And then what did they come up with? That whole like boost thing, like, and you know the only people who gonna get it are the ones who are already top tier boosted, like who absolutely don't need it.
Yep.
You know, I'm not trying to be in anybody's pockets, but let's be real here. Like,
like you making like 300,000 a month. Do you really need that?
Come on, do you need to be boosted? Like, throw that at somewhere else. But then you won't throw it at this person because, you know, it's just not entertaining enough. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? This person over here doing cartwheels on stream, and then you got somebody who's just landing headshots. Yeah. Go.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks.
Yeah. So
getting paid.
To a point. Yeah. So I it's fair to say that the gaming community has impacted you somewhat, correct?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I went on a tangent. Yes, I do that. Please stop me if I go too far. But yes, the gaming community, it has definitely opened my eyes to how big this world is, and I'm not alone out here. There's a million people who love the same games as me, and it's just wild to not be alone in these weird abstract titles that for some reason I put a lifetime into.
Interesting. Okay. I got one for you. Top 5 games or series.
Okay, Final Fantasy Tactics.
He was ready.
The Disgaea series. God bless the grind. Disgaea. The Mountain Blade series. Elder Scrolls. I will start from Morrowind forward. And Ogre Battle 64. Tactical turn-based RPGs. Especially once I had kids. It's really that ability to kind of take a break and I could put the game down.
Stop and start.
And do what I gotta do and then get back to it. I was gonna put the XCOM series in there because that's a big love of mine too, but this guy took that spot, and then Final Fantasy Tactics is absolute, like,
probably one of the most unique lists we've heard so far.
Yes. I don't like that because it's not everyday,
mundane,
AAA, popular. titles. I like it. All right. So my last question is your favorite food. We're foodies here.
Yeah, either dish or genre of food.
Okay, so I go through waves. Right now, I'm on a heavy dim sum wave. Like I've had dim sum like 4 times in the past 2 weeks. Like we just went out yesterday to Big Sky. Shout out to Big Sky. Me neither, but found a random spot in the neighborhood and pulled in there, and everybody it was big and everybody was in there. I was like, oh, this is the spot.
When it's crowded,
but,
for sure.
But now, like what I asked my mom to make me every year for my birthday, and this is real, it's gonna sound plain, but shepherd's pie. I'm a sucker for
shepherd's pie is not plain.
I'm a sucker for shepherd's pie. Like every year on my birthday, my mom make me shepherd's pie, and then she make me a little pan to take home. But yeah, that's my every birthday.
See, you're gonna have to go to London, because you get you some bomb shepherd's pie. My daughter was able to eat things that I never get her to eat. She got bangers and mash, which I have to tell you, Europe has killed us in sausages. I don't know what we started doing here in America, but that natural skin casing is where it's at.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. See, you get that nice snap on everything.
Ooh, like a good link. All right.
Like a good link. Right. Right. Exactly. And imagine everything is like that. Your breakfast sausage is like that. Everything is like that. Wow. Yeah, man. You'll love it.
Oh, I like that. Diverse variety. I like that. People be like pizza, chicken, tacos.
Right.
Burgers.
I eat.
Like, and to find someone that doesn't mind going and trying new stuff, because I swear, I like hate closed-minded food people. Like you got to be able to try.
Man, broaden your palate. Like try something.
Yeah.
Look at Cherise. She's like,
oh, are you a chicken tender and fry person?
Oh God, no.
No.
She's not that bad. She's not that bad.
No. I just don't eat I just don't eat vegetables.
See, I was gonna say Indian food. Like I love that's like one place where I'll go to my way to get vegan.
Yes.
Like I'm like, oh, y'all got the paneer, the tikka masala.
That's it, girl.
Y'all got what kind of goat y'all got? Y'all
Rich, tikka masala is not a true Indian dish.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that.
So tikka masala was made in Europe to get more Europeans to eat Indian food when they had the big rush of Indian folks coming over. Yeah.
You know what I love? I love how other cultures come in and like sell their cheap food and make it like bougie. It's the best thing. It's the best thing ever. Because
most of the stuff we see at Chinese food restaurants are not what people in China are eating. They're not eating what's the one?
General Tao chicken. I love that.
Yeah, like they're not eating that. They're not eating chicken, orange chicken. No, they don't even know what egg foo young is. If you go out there, they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Man.
Yeah.
And see, like for me, I got lucky because my wife, she's like, I'm basic in comparison to her. She'd have been all over the world. So she she's open. I'm like, oh, what do you want to try? And we just be going through it. I'm like, let's try that.
That's great.
Yeah, it's awesome. I like to eat. You don't get this big on accident. Like, I'm
No, I mean, I'm sure you see like us posting food all the time. Like if you join our Discord, we're like, especially me and Lady, like constantly cooking and making stuff. And I mean, I think we're probably some of the few people that are actually like making Indian food at home, making Chinese food at home. Like we make dumplings and all that.
Ooh.
Yep.
Lumpias, Terry. I can cook Chinese. I can cook Asian food with
all that.
Oof. Man, I need some adobo chicken. I'm like, now.
Adobo chicken is like, I'll shoot you a recipe because I make adobo chicken in the pressure cooker all the time. Yeah.
Like that?
20 minutes.
The 20-minute guy?
Yep.
That's life.
Hell yeah. Adobo is like such a simple dish, but packs so much flavor.
Much flavor.
Yeah, and it's good. Like it's like how you like chili, right? It's like one of those warming meals, keeps your belly warm.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So that completes the interview portion of the show, and we just gonna get in these topics. All right, y'all ready? It's not that much, but we got much to talk about. Okay, Platinum Games appealed to Xbox, talking about they want to get back together after they done messed up their initial deal with Microsoft Xbox. Now, I want to talk. I want to see what y'all thinking about this one, and I'm gonna start off with Delilah.
Yeah, well, I was recently on Xbox International podcast, which is held on Wednesdays by Joanna Dark and Sarah Blow, a few others. And I kind of spoke on this a little bit about Scalebound and how much, I'm a bit biased because I was really into that game when they first announced it. I followed it all the way until its cancellation. I had even made like videos on it and everything. So if this game has even a small chance of coming back, I'm all for it because I love RPGs. I love action adventure games. So when Baron said that he wasn't into platformers, that's my thing. I love platformers. So I just want to see it. For me, it's not about the politics of it. It's not about, oh, you messed up, blah blah blah. It's about the game. Like, do you think you can still salvage this and make a great game for people to play? I don't care about what happened with that. That ain't my money. I don't care about what happened with XYZ. That don't bother me. It ain't do nothing for me. To me, it's all about the game and the people and being able to put a quality product out. So I'm for it. I'm like, if that's what they want to do, who's to stop them? It's just it's them being creative. Want to salvage the IP or do something with it. Especially speaking from just the platinum side of it. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea what Microsoft's perception of it is or what really happened and all that stuff. Nobody really know. But for me, like I said, I was into the game. Anytime you got like a multiplayer game and y'all in dragons and large scale battles and you think of like dungeon raiding. Just think of it like having Destiny with dragons. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, just imagine something like that. So for me, it's all about the game. And if you're gonna do something, put it out, but please do right by it. Make sure it's quality. Don't half step it and stuff like that. So that's my take.
All right, CHAREECE.
I don't think they should do it. If they do bring the game back, which I was excited for Scalebound too, I don't think they should go with this company. Y'all kind of that they took their money, ran with it, and then let Microsoft take the blame for the cancellation of this game for like the last 2-3 years. No, that's, to me, I'm petty. So I would dangle the Scalebound IP in front of them and then gladly ship it over to one of those companies that we just picked up from Activision. Like, no, you don't deserve my money. You don't deserve my time. Work for it. I'm not going to cut you a check.
I'm with CHAREECE on Team Petty. I am on CHAREECE with Team Petty. To have an opportunity to work with Xbox, Microsoft to make a game, not everybody can get that all the time. You know what I mean? And it's not like they was giving out chump change for that game. They was breaking bread, and you couldn't, do your side. It shows me how, like, not polished, not professional that your company is. So I want it? It's like an ex-boyfriend. Why go back? You know what I mean?
I'm like, we done that. We done been there.
Yeah.
Got a t-shirt.
Got the and the hoodie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got the hoodie. We definitely got that hoodie.
All right, LBOOGIE, how you feel about it?
I don't know. I feel like it's been so long. I am on a different spectrum than Delilah. I feel like the game that they showed would not be the game that we would be getting.
I would hope so. I would hope it would be different than what we were getting. Because, I mean, let's be real. It didn't show well each time they tried to, the previews that they had, the trailers that they released, it didn't show well. So I would hope that it's different. I would hope that it's better.
Well, what I mean is like one of the parts I remember you talking about on the other podcast, the Xbox International, right? Was like about how you switch from, being on a dragon and stuff like that and going off. Like, from what I heard through the grapevine from, developers was that was not happening.
They couldn't get that. It was an engine issue, and getting that to even work was a problem. But I was just saying, so I was speaking on the fact that was a part of the fun. It was going to be a feature in the game. That's what I was speaking on. Not so much that it worked. I don't know if it worked.
Well, that's what I'm just saying. Like, so you weren't getting that. Like, is what I was hearing, is that you weren't getting that because they weren't able to get it to work, and then that it was more of a like, like what you see with Lost Ark type of gameplay. Not really like, it seemed like what they were showing was going to be more of like a role-playing type game, like, but I don't know.
See, I look at it as like, I think I mentioned this too. It was like, I look at the type of games that Platinum has already delivered, whether it's like Astral Chain and Bayonetta and Vanquish and all of those quality games. But they also have a bad tier too. They've got some titles where they released that weren't as polished and weren't as good, like in your TMNT, your Korra, I think it is, Book of, I can't remember the name of it. But like it's like a spinoff of the Airbender. The Korra is like I can't remember the name of it. That's on tip of my tongue. But that game too, like they made that. Avatar. Yeah, and then the Transformers game they made too. It's like a bunch of little games like that wasn't as polished and wasn't as good. But the biggest thing was with Scalebound, they when the commission happened, from what I understand from just like articles and stuff that I've read, is like they were trying to use Unreal Engine and had never used it before, and that's what hindered their capability to be able to deliver that game on time and effectively. Is that they was trying to use an engine that they never used before, and it constantly set them back. And if anybody's ever used Unreal, the learning curve for that engine is steep. It's extremely steep. It will take you years to master that engine. And some people can pick it up quickly, and some people have trouble. But I look at like I said, the things I look at is I look at how good Astral Chain was, and just like, man, the level of polish and quality that game had as far as like storytelling and combat. For me, they're combat masters. They, it's like we can always look at, like, I already mentioned Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2 and stuff like that, and how good the combat are those. They did Nier Automata, however you said. So I grab hope and I look at that. I don't look at so much of they struggle with Scalebound.
And no, I get that. I get that you're grabbing on to like the good games, but what I'm telling you is what I've heard is that it was not going to be grabbing on to those good games, that we were going to get one of their lesser games. So I don't know.
Well, yeah, but anytime a Steam struggles with the engine, it's a technical hurdle at that point, and you don't know how long that can take. That can hurt. That can hurt you.
And I even heard stories that they were taking money and not progressing.
That's what I heard, that they were using it to do
because if you think about how
they were working on other stuff though, so it's like
we talked about this years ago.
Yeah, we did talk about this years ago. Yeah,
and like how they released 5 titles and then Scalebound still kind of hanging in the balance and been in development for 3 years.
But you still collecting money though.
But you still get paid, right?
They didn't do no time for that. They was fun.
So for me, I was just like, maybe it was just a wash, right?
At some point, I get what you're saying, because you got to cut your losses when stuff like that happens. Right. Anytime you just burning money at that point. You just burning
wasting money.
That's why I feel like if they're able to figure it out, cool. But don't ask me to pay for it. Don't come asking everybody else to pay for it. Y'all figure it out, and then when the game is done, say, "Oh, okay. Well, if y'all want to invest, so y'all can recruit, then that's something different." But I feel like you already took, so you need to provide now before you ask me to invest anymore.
Okay. What about our guests? How you feel about it?
So I said this on level 1 on Double XP last week, or this week. They just let it die. And this is from a standpoint, honestly, this is just from a standpoint of not even somebody who, because I was excited for it, but then I was like, it's Platinum Games. I'm not a big like Nier fan, much as I like RPGs like that. That's just not my thing. But the major problem is, no matter how good this game is, it would get drugged through the mud just because of history. It won't be able to outlive its hype. It just won't be able to do it, no matter.
Like if it comes out and it's not perfect.
And even if it was perfect, because let's be real, even though Cyberpunk had major issues, and this is the example I used, Cyberpunk had major issues, it was a fun action RPG game. Like it was fun. Like, but because of the hype that led up to it, it couldn't outshine that. It couldn't live up. Final Fantasy 15. That's another example I used. Like it just these get once you get so much hype behind it and it takes too long. I always
felt like Scalebound didn't have hype. I never got that from that game. I always got hate for that game. I always the main character is cheese and why he wearing headphones and what's with this and the frame rate trash. I remember the headphone thing. Like you know what I mean? The frame rate trash. So for me, it's like I don't know where this word hype coming from because to me Scalebound never had hype. It was always hate. You know, I don't know if it was people I was following or what. I don't know what, but that was my box. A more broader term would be just the notoriety of it. Like it just has too many eyes on it, and no matter what it does, there's gonna be no positive light. Like it just, and then it'll turn into one of those things. Let's say they do go through it, right? The first year and a half is gonna get drugged through the mud. Is everybody gonna talk crap, have everything bad to say, and then all of a sudden a random streamer is gonna be playing it 2-3 years later, and it's gonna get all this love and get a director's cut. And that's why you don't say nothing, you don't announce nothing, don't do nothing. You just work on it, polish it. Don't even tell them you're working on it. Just do it.
I think they should come up under a new name. I don't think you should call it Scalebound. Like just come up with a new name and act like it's a brand new title, brand new IP, and just use everything you've used, everything you plan to do in Scalebound. Just to get a clean slate, give it a fair shot. Because even if it's great, it's gonna get murderized, and it would be just as bad as let it go.
That is interesting. There's a lot of folks that talks about like some people really want to bring it back, but then they have unrealistic expectations. And I love the consensus on the panel today. It's very deep, and it's not just, oh, I just saw it and I just have to be aggressive and right. This is how I feel and it should be right. So I really love this. All right, let's talk about Nintendo Direct that came out this week. What y'all think about it? Fire or not fire? Did you see some things that you like?
Not fire. Like I'm really upset that they came out with new maps for that part. Mario Kart instead of making a new Mario Kart. Like trash.
Yes. So, all right. So, anybody can chime in. They did a lot, but
nothing that interests me. I don't play Kirby.
Not even the not the free Metroid update. Not Cuphead, Delicious Last Course.
Okay, so I'll tell you the thing. Yeah, I'll tell you the things I like. Once again, y'all heard me. I'm a turn-based strategy junkie. First mission, triangle strategy. Now, triangle strategy, I don't really want to count that because I was already going to get it. I already knew a lot about it. Demo's been out. That was just there to reiterate, like, hey, around the corner next month, we got a game coming. What caught me off guard though was No Man's Sky. I think it's gonna look like dirt, but it just made me mad because they need to bring this game called Starbound to the Switch. If you have Terraria, you need to bring Starbound, which is a more expanded Terraria across the whole infinite space that is Digital Galaxy, and just let us have Starbound. It just made me mad that No Man's Sky is making it onto the Switch before Starbound. And I'm going on a tangent, and I'm sorry. Okay. But yeah, and Mario Kart, it's all about the Super Nintendo Mario Kart. It's the only one that mattered, but I'll leave that alone.
Okay. Anybody else want to talk about it before we go to the next topic? Anybody interested in anything on the Nintendo Direct?
Did they mention Xenogears Chronicles or something?
Xenoblade 3.
Xenoblade, yes.
Yeah, I believe it's Xenoblade 3.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3, yeah, something like that. That may get a look for me, but that's about it. Out of everything that I heard,
everybody was talking about Kirby. I don't know, Kirby in the Forgotten Land.
That's a car.
That's a new.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but I ain't gonna say it.
Don't do it.
I ain't gonna do it. The only thing that that I'm slightly interested in is probably the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe booster. That's the only thing, because
how many maps? How many new maps did they now?
Wave 1, they coming in waves, so I don't even like that. I don't even like that.
Make a new game.
Do you gotta pay for each wave?
No, if you have your membership with Nintendo, I think it comes with it.
Which one, the $80 one or the
probably the $80 one?
Likely the most expensive one.
Right.
What?
Wait till the Ultimate Edition come out.
Okay.
Wait.
Which they're gonna probably do when they finally release Switch.
Right, when they do, yeah, right. And that's probably what they're doing, is they're waiting to do a Mario Kart 9 for when they're gonna have a new Switch.
Man, whatever. Like, right.
Yeah, see, you be like, man, y'all can have it.
Man, look,
tomato.
I'm like literally taking the dust off my Switch. Anyway,
speaking of dust, I turned on my PlayStation last week, y'all.
Oh, did it make a sound?
Hey.
It did. It was kind of loud. I got scared because I was like,
did it wheeze?
Right.
I don't know if I can play Horizon. I might have to wait, y'all.
I'm telling you. I don't know about
clean that butt out this weekend. Clean it out.
I know, right? Get that compressed air. Go to work.
Yeah, get your spray can. Get the
vacuum. One of them cooler
vacuum.
things. Put on it.
All of y'all have PS5s.
Candles. Run a
No.
spray on it.
Okay, because I don't got one either. At this point, I done held out. What are we pushing a year? Like, what is it? A year?
A year and a half and some change.
I'm waiting until a collector's edition or a refresh. I have to at this point. Like, and I'm missing out on Horizon. Yeah, I'm missing out on Horizon because I am not putting that in my jet engine. Like, I am not risking my home and family to play Horizon Forbidden West. I don't want to play.
It's gonna really be that bad.
PC.
The first game looked decent though.
No, I think my PlayStation gonna have a heart attack.
Like,
I think my PS4 is gonna wheeze. I haven't, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Ever since I got a hold of a Series X and a decent PC,
I know, it's hard.
that load time, I
part.
can't go back to it. I haven't turned on my PS4. My backlog.
The PS5 is way better. I just let you know. Like the load time is quick.
I just, man, look. I'm gonna wait at this point because I know as soon as I go out and buy a PS5, I know exactly what's gonna happen. I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna get it home, the warranty gonna end, and then all of a sudden they're gonna announce a refresh, or they're gonna announce a collector's edition for Final Fantasy 16 or something. Like I just know.
Well, then I need you to go ahead and do that before I go ahead and get that refresh. Like, do it for the team.
Make that
sacrifice. Take one.
Make that sacrifice for the team. Come on now. You got it.
Oh, on the sword, you got it.
No, that's what friends are for.
I can't. I'm not missing out this time around. I missed out on that Final Fantasy 15 special edition. That was a clean PlayStation with the moon. Like that plate was nice. And then I'm not missing out no more. Whoop. Not doing it.
I like the patience. I like the patience.
I just wish that Horizon Forbidden West was also releasing on PC because I like the Xbox controller that much more. Man, it's just I'm salty.
I was gonna wait a year and it probably come up.
I could taste the salt from over here, Delilah. Yeah, I got it.
I'm like, man, they need to be PC and PS5 day and date, like legit. They need to just go ahead on, figure it out. Get it done because I'll be much happier. Selfishly, I'll be.
So. All right, this next topic might be a little biased, but I put it in there. The Wolf Among Us special was this week too.
All right, that's my cue. Y'all go ahead.
Although it looked really good, like it looked really crispy.
Yo, big, oh my god, girl.
Because I did like some of the Telltale games, so I might play this one.
Man, you need to play the first season. Play the first season of The Wolf Among Us.
Like I like fairy tales. I always have, but that fairy tale.
Darren and Delilah, what is y'all problem?
Okay, my problem with this is the fact that I was waiting to say something, but my problem is that you can literally sit there and press one button the whole time and get all the achievements.
Okay, don't agree with her. Don't agree.
I mean, for me, it was no real like story kind of like
no real
like branching. No. There's a story, but the branching of it was just to me. It was.
She don't like the gameplay. She don't like the gameplay.
I don't like the gameplay. The gameplay is. It's not even that. It's not even that. Like I said, I sit there. I was doing the achievement challenge for one, and during the time when I was playing that game. And I literally would get bored and be like, okay, I don't feel like looking around this room looking for clues. Like, I just sit there and be like, okay, I see something, go over here, walk over here. And then once the prompts came up, I could sit there and press the same button as long as I was pressing it on time. And to me, I was like, that was just bad game design. And it frustrated the crap out of me. That's what did it for me. And then I was like, if I made a decision I didn't like, I would just try to, I would restart or whatever. And then I'd make the decision I like and then just do the same thing.
That really sound like a you problem.
Well, you can't make me like the game, lady. I mean,
no.
But what I'm telling you is this: to me, the game design was not. I've seen better, you know. So I've seen better, and it's like I can't. To me, it was just flawed. It was a flawed system as far as like how you choose and how quick time events come up and what you got to do, and it was just I saw right through it. But everybody loved them, Telltale, but they went out of business, so that should tell you a lot.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
You had to throw that
Not that they should tell you a lot.
Wow. Okay. Baron, what's your 2 cents? Because you had a little, I saw your little hand movement when I said that.
Look, okay, so look, it's similar to, look, it's all right. I'd rather watch it on YouTube.
Facts, the movie, like, boom.
I just, because the story, like I played, okay, let's be real. I played The Walking Dead, the first episode, and then the second one. Well, it was Clem and, see, I remember their names because it was a crazy situation. That was wild. It had me in the fields. I'll give you that. But it's so much on rails, and for that to be the entirety of the game, like it being on rails and it being the button press situation, like at least give me some like turn-based combat or something. Like fake me out a little bit. They could have put in cheap turn-based combat. Like you see them games all the time where the person just standing in front of you and you just like they don't even fully get hit. It's just they go ow and like take damage. Like give me something. I don't know. That could have added a little more spice to it, but I'd rather not. I'd rather watch it on YouTube. And there's a lot of games that I'm like that with. Like if I notice the repetitiveness and it's just completely like I'm over it. I'll just watch it on YouTube.
He gets that's how I am too. I'd rather watch the
like
movie.
It don't take much. I'll be like
just search YouTube. Okay, how many hours you say? 3? Okay, bet.
I bet. I understand. LBOOGIE, you don't. What about you?
I mean, I pretty much said like it looked interesting, but I'm not sure if I will play it. It depends on when it comes out, what else is out. Because if there's a bunch of stuff out, then I'll probably just watch out, right? But if it's a dry season, then yeah, I'll pick it up.
Okay. CHAREECE.
What girl?
Let's talk about this.
Apparently we can go ahead and turn our cameras off now and let
facts.
Go
ahead on.
No.
Right. Go ahead.
For real. Okay, we're not gonna do that.
Send a ping when it's time.
We'll keep it short.
I'm gonna keep it short. Okay.
First of all, we buying this. Second of all, we're gonna build a shrine to oh boy. Yes, ma'am. And if him and Snow White do get together, we gonna clap. Oh, good times we're having all.
I like the progression with Snow White because she ain't just a side. She ain't like a side character from the first season. She's actually the mayor, so I need to know what kind of decisions she's gonna be making with a Bixby. I can't wait to. I'm in it. I want it in my veins. It was so good. It's on the Unreal Engine, but they kept it like it was. They kept the design, and I really appreciate that.
The graphics actually look better though. Like I noticed that really.
Yeah,
like,
it was on because
the art style is dope.
The art style looked way better than the previous one. So I'm like, okay, they stepped it up.
Yeah.
I like that
now,
whole 13.
I will say, Baron and Delilah, they do have a point. Now, when I did play the first season, hour 15 max. That's it. I would do one episode at a time because again, that repetitiveness is there. So. But the story was better and the
story was good.
Y'all, you know me, I'm always into story.
That cliffhanger on the end, definitely. So I was with y'all. I was feeling y'all with that cliffhanger on the end. I'm like, they ain't gonna ever get to see that ending, man. When the company went down.
I was so upset. I was like, oh, for real?
Oh my God. Like, how you gonna do that to them?
The season ending for the Woke Up of season 1 had me like, oh, at the time I was playing, I'm like, oh, I can't wait till they do this. And then they dismantled, then they got back together. So they definitely gonna put that somewhere in there, and I cannot.
They better not. Well, I bet you they won't.
I'll be mad as fuck.
I bet you.
How they gonna do season 2 and not tell me what happened at the end of season 1?
I think they will.
I think
it's gonna be a time skip.
Oh, 6 months. Yeah. It's 6 months to time skip between the first season and the second season. So she got right.
Because they want you. I believe they want. They wanted you to leave you hanging. Because I remember I was looking to say, okay, who was that? Like, I'm searching on the internet. Like nobody said anything. They ain't gonna tell us.
It's the girl from the strip club. That was her at the end.
See, I'm gonna go watch the YouTube video now.
You need to. I'm gonna let y'all
Trust
know
me,
right
watch
now.
the movie. It's a good story.
It's a good
story. The gameplay is trash.
I will play The Wolf Among Us Season 1 as we get closer to Season 2. Because it's been like almost 10 years I haven't played that. So I like to relive the moment. One episode at a time. And that is it for our discussion for The Wolf Among Us. Y'all can put y'all pings on and we're going to get on to the next topic. Okay, meat and the potatoes. This week, Activision, they saying that Call of Duty is still going to be multi-plat. That's what they say. And some Xbox fans are not happy. And I want your guys' opinion about how you guys feel about this news. We can start off with our guest.
I will be the first to say that I was one of them weirdos who thought it was going to be exclusive. I'll put that out there. I'll stand on that. I mean, that's a lot of money to spend, but let's be honest. I keep forgetting about. Oh no, I really think I'm still on the boat of it's going to be Warzone from now on. Like Warzone is going to be across the board, but if you want to play mainline, for after once the deal is signed, because let's be real, they got to be friendly. They got there's a lot of eyes on them.
And
they need to have,
because you got the board looking at them and everything like that right now, so they got to look real friendly.
Yeah, they got to look nice, and I think they putting on their biggest, cheesiest smile and their best school uniforms for picture day. But they definitely Dennis the Menace
and everything.
Bean pie.
Got their bow tie on. Hell yeah.
They brother? No.
But let me talk to you about the good word.
Yeah, don't eat that pork, brother. No, let me stop. I had a bean pie in a minute, but
wow.
But no, they really. I think it's an act. I think you're going to get maybe 3 or 4 Call of Duties, and then one day it's just going to be the only way to play Call of Duty, or what everybody's saying and what looks like is going to happen at this point. It's going to just be Game Pass. You get it no cost, day and date, and then people on other platforms got to pay. I think I'm thinking that's what's going to happen, but I think they're just playing nice for the cameras.
All right, CHAREECE.
I like how through all this, the only thing they said was Call of Duty. Call of Duty is multi-plat. Nobody said anything else about the other half a dozen other games that Activision them do. Overwatch, Diablo, hell, Candy Crush. I don't know. Put that on Xbox. I'm bored sometimes. But like, it is all about Call of Duty. All about Call of Duty. Overwatch makes a gang bucks of money too. So nobody cares about that. But hey, not my problem. The shit's still coming to Game Pass. I don't know if I'm gonna play it, but hey, it's the option is there. So hey, like Boogie said, next 3 years, yeah, nothing is gonna change. But like, say, what is this, 2022? Give it about 2026, 27. We gonna see.
Okay. Delilah, do you want to say something? Or you want to plead the fifth?
No, sure, I'll say something about it. I just feel like just based on what was released in that presser, or it wasn't even for, it really wasn't for I would say, like player consumption. It was more so for like regulators and investors, stuff like that. And so I feel like from that, if you're just looking at it from that perspective, to me, it's like it makes sense that Call of Duty and and if you look at the wording, is very specific, and it says like popular franchises will stay multi-platform. Didn't say anything about new IP. Didn't say anything about, what I mean? So it's a lot of things you could kind of look at into that. But I don't have no problem with that. For me, it's like to me, it's not no big deal. I don't play Call of Duty, so I'm not feel like I'm losing anything at all, So I look at how Minecraft is handled, I think those titles will have the same kind of thing. They be just like Minecraft, because Minecraft is still on everything. Minecraft Dungeons still on everything. So yeah, I don't. To me, it's and then someone said that Activision have like a ton of IP. So yeah, CHAREECE said they have a ton of IP. So we're not even talking about those. So I mean, it kind of is what it is. Those games are popular. and you still gonna have that scenario where you're talking about, are you gonna pay $70 or you gonna Game Pass it? And so at some point, people gonna have to, with their wallet, I'm like, yo, you mean tell me this is a yearly game? I'm playing it every single year. I don't gotta buy it every year. I could just play it, and that's gonna change stuff. That has the ability. I'm gonna say I can't talk in definites, but that has the ability to change perception. So
I think to piggyback off yours, because I figure I'm next anyway, but I agree. And I think that it'll be the same thing with, the always on, right? Remember, it was like, people were like, I gotta always be online. I'm like, yo, you're always online already. I remember that argument all the time.
I hated that argument because it was ridiculous.
Like I was trying to tell people, I'm like, yo, you're always online anyway, and you're going to realize that quickly, right? Because we were like in a very big shift for how we use the internet, right? Because now you got your refrigerator, your fucking refrigerator is on your Wi-Fi, your stove is on your Wi-Fi, everybody's tablet, like everything
alarm
is
system.
on your Wi-Fi, right? Alarm system, everything. You are online, you are fucking plugged in, folks.
I just put in Nest. I installed Nest, my AC unit.
Right, everything, right? You got Alexa, your phone, everything, right? So I think that people who aren't as savvy with technology, they heard that and were like, shook, right? But all of us that do tech were like, this is the way anyway, because we know for a fact that everybody's online all the time anyway, right? But I think that this is going to be that type of shift where they're going to leave it there, but the advantages are still going to be on Xbox. So it's just going to be slowly, you are going to see people just going ahead and buying that Series S, right, as your secondary console, because now you're going to be able to play this there for free, through your subscription. So it's like, why am I going to keep paying, which is going to be $70, right? $70 on your PlayStation. And why am I going to pay that when I can play on Xbox for my monthly service fee? Right.
And that barrier to entry is so sweet. You get this right now, those people, like some of the casual market, we'd be like, man, I could get an S. I could install Call of Duty. Because think about it, if it's in Game Pass day and date, I can get the S.
Right.
And I'm good. I can play all these games all year round.
Right. And we already know more cloud is coming. More cloud is coming. And I fully expect Microsoft to separate cloud, to allow people to buy cloud separately, to buy Game Pass with cloud by itself. Then you're talking about Then you're talking about being able to play Call of Duty on whatever you want, right? Probably straight off your TV with whatever controller you want. So it's like, and still the money's still going to Xbox, right? The money's still going to Xbox.
Like, thank you for funding my sequels. You know what I mean? Basically.
Serious. And what's so crazy is because the casuals drive everything. I mean, you know that. Most people don't know that, and I'm like, casuals move the needle. Like, we just like to yell.
That's why you got your changes on all the games. People are like, oh, why'd they change this to make it easier? Because the casual players.
But also the core influences the casuals sometimes, and also the core is the big spenders. We the one buying bunch of games year round constantly. Exactly.
Collector's editions that ain't
$100 founders pack, really.
Right. Look, I still got Village sealed up. Like, look, man, I'm struggling over here. I got issues. But no, like, what's crazy is when you look at with whole Game Pass, and I'm not sponsored at all. I wish I was. I'll take a Microsoft check in a minute.
Right.
But real talk, if you play Call of Duty, let's say Call of Duty does go Game Pass day and date. Call of Duty 2K gets on there a few months after launch. Madden's on there a few.
Already got MLB.
EA. And then you got MLB on there now. That alone, full price, is a year of Game Pass. So now you got the games you was gonna buy anyway, and you get access to everything else,
all
and
the
all the
indie
perks,
games, all the new stuff,
all that other stuff, the classics, the new Xbox. It just I don't like. Whenever I look at folks, I'm like, bro, I don't know how else to tell you. Like, as somebody,
because,
it works for me.
It was always those people talking about, Game Pass. Why would you even like that? You're renting your games. I'm like, yo, like,
you're gonna beat it anyway.
Your house right now, like, so I don't know what the problem is.
It's like, why should I pay? Well, I look at it like this from my own, just as far as like money spending and whatnot. It's like the game lasts 8 hours. I'm gonna beat that game in 8 hours and be done with it. Why? why does it matter if I'm quote unquote renting it, so to speak?
Yeah.
I'm only gonna play it for 8 hours, especially if it's a single player game.
Exactly.
Play it, be done, talk about the story, and then done.
And we've seen games where the license went away, and all of a sudden you couldn't play it no more. Like even with ownership.
Yes,
we've seen that. I mean that happens. It's not a uncommon thing. Yeah. So
I've done that too.
Buying it doesn't secure nothing.
Another thing too, like I've had instances where like I'm playing a game on Game Pass, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna buy it because I want to make sure if it's time for it to leave the library, that I can still access that game.
Yep.
So I think it's like the best of both worlds. Right. It's the best of both worlds, really. So, and people who on Game Pass, have spent the most money. Like according to what Phil has said in the past and stuff like that. They buy more games, play more games. Sarah Bond, I think, said it in one of her quotes.
And I don't mind buying microtransactions now because I have picked up this game on Game Pass. So, you got a season pass? I already saved $60, $70. Here, I don't mind dropping a 10 on you. So
they got you.
I'm like, I'm already here.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know with Halo, I like spent a ton of money.
Yeah.
Right? Because I was like, well, I didn't pay for the game, so now I'm gonna buy all this stuff.
I'm getting the cat ears, man. I know it sounds weird.
Yeah, we all had to get the cat ears.
Yeah. Right.
I missed on them.
I
missed out. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, it's one of them things you gotta be there and get in and buy that shit because it ain't. It'll be gone.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, with my decade-long relationship with Call of Duty, I don't have a problem where the hell it's gonna go. As long as Bobby gone, it's gonna get played. I'm waiting. I'm literally waiting. And I say this to the PlayStation folks, and I'm gonna say it to the Xbox folks as well. The only people who are upset about this being multi-plat is the only thing that they have is an Xbox. And I keep telling folks a lot, like, if you really want it, you'll get it. You can always go, be diverse on what you game on. So when situations like this is coming up, then you have options of where to go and how you spend your money. But if you only got one thing, you can't be going into spaces, you can't be going into podcasts, you can't be going in people's ear talking about this is not what I like, because you got to be honest, this is what all I have, and it's not going to be beneficial for me to have this game on this platform for $70. And I want to be greedy, and I want to have it on Xbox, but people don't understand what business is. If I know I got a bomb ass product, I want it to be accessible to everybody.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
Who gonna miss some money because of some fanboyism?
Right.
Nobody.
That's what always gets me is that Sony does not get paid really as much for the consoles. I think we talked about that like several times. Like nobody really gets paid on consoles are sold at a loss.
Usually consoles are sold at a loss. I think Nintendo's, the Switch is only
like the only one because they're selling you some cheap shit at a premium.
And then reuse games at full price.
Right.
Legend of Breath of the Wild is still full price.
Right. It's still trash. I haven't finished it.
Come on, y'all.
I haven't even started it. So
I beat it on accident.
Oh god.
Oh really? See.
Yeah, I think I just talked about this week. But so I beat Breath of the Wild on accident. I'm a digital hoarder, so I'm going around collecting all the elemental arrows and just running around collecting bomb bows and crazy arrows. And then I was like, I can get to the castle. Walk to the castle, and then I'm fighting all the mini bosses, and I'm just scaling up, collecting loot, opening chests or whatnot. And then all of a sudden I walk into the main throne room, not thinking like, hey, you about to start the final scene. And I ended up beating that. And then I didn't know the bosses were elemental bosses, and I just used the opposite
I got the
arrows. I got the equipment and I just cheesed it and ended up beating the game. So yeah.
Good for you, because I didn't even get past. You better than me.
It was a total accident.
I
wouldn't even tell nobody.
I'm just telling you. It didn't really faze me none. I when the news came on, it was like, oh really? So if I feel like it, I can play on my PlayStation. But I'm gonna tell you what, I'm not gonna play it on Excuse me, I spit that. I'm not gonna play on PlayStation because I know what I have. I don't care if it's full price. I don't care if it's on Game Pass. I don't care if I have to pay for the campaign. Call of Duty gonna get played. because that's my game. But I need people to understand that it is business first before any passion of anybody like us hold any weight. Because we gonna lose. We might make people rub people the wrong way of putting, one of the top franchises in video game history to be multi-plat, but them pockets gonna be nice. And when that reflects too, is more perks for people on Xbox who's in the Game Pass atmosphere. And some people don't like that, and personally I don't care, because if you're a grown adult, an adult who really want to be commentating about video games, they really have to have everything. Because if you don't have everything, I'm not going to hold the weight of what you're saying about something that you don't have. Yeah, I may have a PlayStation 4, but best believe, let me get that compressor can and I will.
I know, right?
Things will be played. They can't say Lady ain't got it, because I bust my butt, and I think everybody on this panel really bust their butts to get all the individual pieces that they need so they can collectively say what they need to say about gaming. And for Call of Duty to go multi-plat doesn't faze me none. Where is it gonna go? Where we drop in and when Bobby's going. That's all that matters to me. Does anybody else want to talk about this before we get into tidbits? Okay, we're doing a little bit of tidbits and maybe one or two questions, but that's just about it. Anybody else want to talk about the Activision multi-plat thing? Because I don't think there's nothing much to say. Are you guys still excited that it's coming though?
Oh yeah.
About the deal? About the whole deal?
Absolutely.
I still think it's a smart deal. I mean, you gotta think about, I look at the fact, just the potential with all those studios and the IP, which is, it's a ton of them. We talked about this on this, a couple weeks now. And King. I mean, King is, whether we want to focus on that or not,
is the biggest thing.
Right. That's a big get for a company like Microsoft. Right now, don't really have anything that's really competing in that space, so that's huge for them.
I just want a sequel to Cameo. Can I get a sequel?
I know, me too. Like, man,
Cameo.
The potential is ridiculous with the amount, the sheer. If this deal goes through, the sheer amount of IP and studios is like, wow, right? It's huge. I do have reservations. Like, sometimes I be thinking, like, are they done though? Like, is this it, Microsoft? Y'all done? Like,
I don't think so.
So some of those things.
All right. Any tidbits, small little recommendations in your world that you like to share with us? I got one. I ain't gonna lie. If you never had a Vietnamese sandwich, go get one.
Ooh.
Banh mi is like the business.
Go get you one.
We used to have a banh mi truck in LA, and that shit was just the best.
Banh mi.
Okay. Anybody else?
Food wise, go.
It could be anything.
No, I'm gonna say food because I like that. If you go to a dim sum spot, get they pig buns, the little piggy buns.
Pork
My
buns?
kids love them.
Yeah,
no, them is fire too. The pork buns is fire too. But they got these little things called piggy buns, and they make them look like little cute pigs. If you go on my Twitter, you see the picture I took. It depends. It might be the red bean paste, or it might be custard, or it might be something else. I don't know. You just be like, whatever place you at is probably different. They're like, oh, let me get a piggy bun. They're usually delicious. So roll the dice and have fun with it.
All right.
Cool.
All right. Oh well, I guess no tidbits. So I see one question, and that's Rangy 4.
He was ready.
He was ready. I'm telling y'all questions. Y'all get y'all questions in before your question. Y'all not might get y'all question. I'm telling y'all. I see y'all.
And get buried.
All right. Get buried. Get hella buried. Okay. Did I make the right decision and not call off work to play the Series X? I'm gonna tell you, I love video games. But lately ain't no game for me to be like, I'm gonna get off work.
Wait, if you have vacation time saved up,
like, if you got time though,
right.
Because I've done that before. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, and I said that I ain't done it before, but I said as of recently, it ain't been like
it ain't like a random call out. It's not a random call out. Like, no.
I took 2 days PTO to finish the review for Dying Light 2. So I'm all about that.
Right.
Like,
But see,
I'll do it in a heartbeat.
That's the thing. That's different though. Like planned time, I'm more acceptable to that than random. Like, I'm gonna call out today because I'm so into this game. Like, to me, it's like understand your priorities. Yeah, it's like your priorities. Like, if you're gonna take off, at least plan that time. Like, have some be adult about it. Like, that's how I look at it. Because I know when I took off to play the Halo Infinite campaign, like, I want to really just shut the world down and really. I do it every time a Halo drops, so it's like that's what I want to do. And you know what I mean? Like, the people don't do what they want.
About it? What
right.
about
Bills
it?
paid.
Right. Exactly.
I'm just that's just me. Okay. We ain't got no more questions.
No more questions. Wow, cool.
Okay.
Because we got a guest, so everybody's being nice.
Being nice,
so.
being respectful.
Oh, no, y'all get wild.
Yeah.
We here.
No.
We got one question. One question.
Oh, your second visit here, then the guest, then the chat can act the fool. But
okay, I got it. Everybody on the P's and Q's got it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So we'll start off with the outros. Promote what you got to promote. Let's start with our guests. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
All right, man. Thank y'all so much for having me. I really appreciate it. This has been an experience. This is dope. This is cool. I'm over here geeking out, right? I'm sorry. But please check us out at lv1gaming.com. That's where you can get all the written content, our reviews, our opinion pieces, news pieces. It's Black-owned, minority-operated. It's a wide variety of folks. And we are always looking for people who want to write. No, you will not get paid, but you can take your information with you and build up your portfolio and step out there into the world. We've had people go deal with Ubisoft. We've had people jump off and go to a bunch of different avenues, get picked up different places. It's a great place to build your portfolio and get your feet wet in the game journalism industry. Wow, that sounded good, huh? But
I'm professional.
Yeah.
No, but and then follow our Twitters. It's twitter.com/our LV1gaming. On Twitch, it is twitch.tv/LV1_gaming. YouTube is youtube.com LV1gaming. It's just get out there and support us. Like Fame always says, give us an opportunity to entertain you. That's all we ask for is opportunity. You can decide after that. We try to give you guys content 5-6 days a week. And we're not going to have any shows this Sunday because it's important. It's a U.S. holiday. No, but yeah, I'm ready to see the Bengals beat the Rams.
Who you picking?
The Bengals. What you mean?
Only reason I'm picking the Bengals is because the Rams cut my little brother, and so I'm just ready to. It's a little household revenge. It's a little family.
Okay, gotcha.
Got it.
That's it.
Naughty.
I'm picking the Rams, and we actually got a chip bet going on right now. And
I thought it was a Go Belly bet.
Y'all decided?
I thought it was Go Belly.
We already picked our teams. I already know the Rams gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of faith in McVay. Go Belly. It's whatever. We can do whatever. We can do Go Belly and chips. What? We can do both. Like, what you want to do?
You know what? Let me shut up and let's just stick with this chip bet. Let me shut up. Delilah, tell them where you at.
Go Belly get expensive. So
yes, man.
Okay.
We should handle it.
You talking $120 a meal? What you mean?
Yeah.
Like, you sure you want to do that? We can do it. We can do it now.
Hell no. My account looking like, man, I'm good with a chip bet. But next time I will get you with the Go Belly. Tell them where you at.
I'm right here on GWG, man. Every Saturday, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, and you can also follow me on Twitter, DELILAH_HD, man. Thank you so much, Baron, for rocking out with us, man. It's been a lot of fun. Love the conversation back and forth, and shout out to Level 1 Gaming. I enjoy that squad over there. Love checking in on y'all every now and again on Twitch. But yeah, man. Thanks everybody in the chat, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.
All right, Miss LBOOGIE 0208.
All right, you guys, thank you for coming. It's a beautiful Saturday here in Virginia. So I hope everybody's having a good one. Y'all enjoy your time with your family. Tomorrow's the Super Bowl. Y'all can hear my dog in the background squeaking his toy.
Hi.
So yeah, we appreciate y'all coming through. Y'all can catch me on Twitter and here every Saturday. Like I say every week, Make sure you wash your hands, wash your ass, and wear your mask.
All right.
I guess for the next couple of weeks until they decide it's a free-for-all.
I thought they already did that.
Next Tuesday.
I feel like we on the brink of free-for-all, right?
You already know.
All right, CHAREECE, my smut queen. Tell them where you at.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl CHAREECE here. Again, thank you for coming through, Baron. It was awesome. Again, if you want to link up in Lost Ark, send your girl a DM. Oh, well, we can't play together. You're a different server, but...
Yeah, that ping would be nasty.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody, you know where to find me. I'm on Twitter at CHAREECE_. I am always lurking in somebody's chat, somebody's Twitter feed. Just, again, lurking. But yes, make sure to get your wins this weekend. Make sure you tell somebody you love them. And hey, eat a good meal and hang with your family and enjoy the Super Bowl halftime show, because that's what I am doing.
Okay.
I'm not by these teams. I just come to pretend that it is 1995 and we are here to party.
All right, and last but not least, you know me, this is Lady Infamous. You can check me here every Saturday, acting a fool and try to be professional as possible. Thin line. I'm balanced. I want to get the Witch Queen and I want to get Elden Ring, but one of them I can't get them at the same time. So I'm fighting. But next games that are coming up. I'm sorry.
Elden Ring. Elden Ring. Oh,
okay. And then you can check me out.
I got Witch Queen, but honestly, I'm starting to get tired of the same gameplay the loop that they're like committing to. It is getting annoying.
Oh, that's not helping at all. That's not helping.
You can't elaborate for people who haven't played it.
So like passes
so it's like you get a season pass, and in that season there's some item, whether it's like a hammer or some orb or something, and they're like, you got to rank up that item. And in order to rank up that item, you have to go through like it's like a farming thing that you're basically doing. And it's like, I don't want to have to come into the game and all I'm doing is fucking farming every time. So it's just getting annoying. Like if that's going to be the same thing in Witch Queen, I'm probably going to be taking a long siesta from Destiny.
Okay. Right. Lady_Infamous 415 on Twitch. Check me at my side piece on Twitter. It's checks, not checkers. And this is episode 198. So, community, we're gonna put a tweet out with some questions. It don't have to be game related. It could be as extreme or as mundane as possible, because we have some things planned for you in the future. We also have our 200th episode coming up in about 2 weeks. I would love if everybody be there. Anybody that have any memories that they want to share about GWG, you guys are open to share it on our Twitter. And we popping champagne because it is a long run. Right. And I want to thank everybody that came through. I want to thank our guest, Baron. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you check out Level 1 Gaming. Go Bengals. And you guys have a wonderful weekend. Y'all be easy to take care of each other.